Lions TV, good afternoon. The news has broken that I, for one, and I'm sure a lot of others were expecting, all games in the EFL have been cancelled, postponed across the board. Premier League, EFL, League One, Championship, League Two, the whole lot has been postponed due to the coronavirus until the earliest, that's the earliest of the weekend that starts the 3rd of April. Obviously, there should be a televised game on Sky that night, and the next day on the Saturday the 4th is our London derby away at Charlton. Things could change, it could get extended until then, but the EFL have suspended all games until that date at the absolute earliest. What does that mean? Well, yesterday, listen, I'm not one for politics and I ain't going to go into a political rant because I know nothing about politics, if I'm honest. What I will do, I'll be responsible for once in my life, and in a link below, I'll put down the EFL statement link and I'll put down a link to the NHS coronavirus hotline or whatever it is, the information you'll need. Because this is serious. And yesterday I was, as I said, I'm not into politics, but I was very surprised that Boris Johnson came out, and it was very British, wasn't it? It was very British of us to say, no, we're going to carry on as normal, as if nothing has happened. And that surprised me. I felt that was a little bit of a front because I thought they might then postpone them today to give people less time to react and be angry about there being no games on. You shouldn't be angry that there's no games on. You should be pleased, really, that the government is trying to do something about this. As I said, I'm not into politics and I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to go in depth on that, and I'll put the necessary links in the description below in case you want to find out any information. I will talk about the football. What does that mean from a football side of things? It means tomorrow's game against Derby at the Den is postponed. It means next Tuesday's trip to Barnsley is also postponed, and next Saturday's home game against Swansea is also called off. After that, there'll be an international break, and then the week after that is when hopefully things can get back to normal against Charlton. I was dressed today, ready to go. I was waiting at Starbucks for my mate to pick me up. I was travelling up to watch the under-23s play away at Ipswich. That was obviously also now called off. What changed overnight? What changed overnight is some high-profile people have come down with the virus in football. Mikel Arteta is known now to have contracted the virus. Callum Hudson-Odoi, who plays for Chelsea, is also known now to have contracted the virus. And one of the Everton squad, yet to be named, has also come down with a Corona V. There's a very simple way out of this, in my opinion, football-wise. I only talk football. The Euros 2020 is coming up. It's a centenary year or something like that. It's a landmark year. Let's say it that way for the Euros, and for which case it's spread across the whole of Europe. And that couldn't be any more ironic, could it? Because that's exactly what we're trying to do at the minute, is stop things spreading across Europe. So, in my opinion, the Euros will not go ahead. I think the Euros will get put back a year. And with the whole EFL season finishing on the 2nd of May, and the playoff finals not until the end of the month, there's sort of nearly a 3-week gap in between the final league game and the playoff final. And I think that games will just get put back. The league will get staggered back. Don't forget, you get the whole of June, the whole of July off. So I just think that the season will get extended. The players will get a little bit less time off, and the Euros will be delayed by a year. In my opinion, that's the easy way out. People online commenting on posts, and a lot of my posts and other posts I've seen. What's going on? I've just bought tickets for Charlton. What's going on? Does this mean this? Does this mean that? A mate of mine come back and said something very good. You know, just think about the club at this time, because the club is a business, and like many other clubs, or all other clubs in all divisions, they're going to be affected by this financially. So, yeah, shout out to the Richardsons on that one. I think it's my mate Charlie who put it out, said, you know, it is what it is, mate. There's bigger problems at hand at the minute, and that really is the case. You know, I'm sure if you've bought tickets for a game, that there is going to be, you know, an opportunity. It's like it was a cup match, and you know it's a draw, and it has to go to a replay. The game will be set on a different day, and your ticket will still stand for that. But give the club a yard, for fuck's sake, because they've only just found the information out themselves. So give them a yard and give them a chance, you know, to put the necessary things in place, implement the right things, and put statements out eventually to do with games. If you bought a ticket for a game, without that, you're going to get your money back, or your ticket will stand for the fixture once it gets rearranged. The only positives I can see from this as a Millwall fan is Ben Thompson could be fit for some part of our season, hopefully, and we have missed him. So hopefully Tomo can now come back fit. The players will have a little bit of a rest. They'll stay sharp, hopefully. And again, it is very Millwall that on the back of a brilliant performance against Forest, we wanted to try and keep this momentum going. But it's not going to happen, and it's never happened before in my lifetime, anything like this, and I was very surprised. My old man actually said to me, you want to be careful, your channel, you know, all games are going to be off. I said, what's it going to be? Don't talk bollocks. See, what's they going to do that? So they're going to shut all the football grounds. Well, they've only gone and done it. They've shut all the fucking football grounds, and I don't know I don't know what we're going to do, if I'm honest, for a couple of weeks. But listen, all jokes aside, games are off. Our next 3 games are off, and we will play, as I say again, the earliest that we could start playing again is the Charlton Derby on the 4th of April at the Valley. But other than that, I don't know what to say. There will be Lions TV content still going out. You can count this for one of them. It will give me a chance to try and get a few other things in place. I am planning another big thing for the summer, similar to the Docs of the Den, and there's a choice of 3 videos that I'm going to give you all the chance to vote on. In between, you know, I'll do some live streams, I'll do some Q&As, and we'll keep the channel going. But I do feel a little bit redundant at the minute, if I'm honest. But listen, stay safe, follow the guidelines, stock up on food, water, and pot noodles and tins of beans, whatever you like to stock up on. And yeah, take it quite seriously. Take it for what it is, because as I said, this has never happened in my lifetime. And the biggest downer of all, obviously, is that we will not be playing or watching any football for the next 3 weeks. But unfortunately, this is life. Sometimes the bigger picture has to be looked at. And, you know, to me and many others, football is a matter of life or death, but I don't want to die over it. So, yeah, stay safe, everyone. Follow the NHS guidelines, like I've said. I don't even know what to say on stuff like this. I can talk football when it comes to serious stuff, health issues and, you know, coronaviruses. I don't really know what to say. But, yeah, this was just a quick video to let you know all games are off until the earliest of the 4th of April for us. I'll give you more information as I get it. Come on, you Lions.